Today I'm going to do the Norfolk and Western 1970s era logo. Basically, start with straight lines, and right now I'm making the N. And there we have the N. You can see now here comes the W. And the W, the angle on the W is not quite as sharp as the angle on the N. So kind of a little less sharpness on the degree of the angle. And it's basically just a lot of straight lines, the N and W. And just kind of put these lines together, and there we have it. There's the N and W, and it's just basically just kind of a lot of straight lines connected together. And the biggest thing about the N and W logo is that you just kind of want to trim it with a black ballpoint pen so that all these straight, sharp angles stay very crisp. Because this is a very bold logo, and the first thing you kind of get looking at the Norfolk and Western logo is that it just has a bunch of bold, sharp angles. And a ballpoint pen will really kind of keep all these bold, sharp angles very crisp. And so with a ballpoint pen, you just kind of keep all these angles very sharp. There we go, my ballpoint pen was a little bit drying up. So you just kind of turn your ballpoint pen maybe a couple degrees and get it going again. Now there's a fine tip on these pens. It's a Mars Graphic 3000. The fine tip makes it so that when you color around, sometimes I use a Tombow pen also. This fine tip makes it so that when you paint around, the N and W logo, that you can basically, when you have engine room doors or anything like that, you can basically color fairly quickly around this, and this makes it so that when you are painting fairly quickly, that basically you keep that very true sharp angle to the N and W logo. And I can already see a couple places where I should go back. That's a very important part of all lettering, but especially where it's very bold and sharp. Like down here, I didn't quite go right to the line, and right there I didn't. So you should always kind of go over it twice. Make sure you've gone to all the lines. Now, what you kind of do is you go alongside, and it's easiest if you go alongside all the lines that are to one side, because what you do is that because I draw on cards that are fairly small, as you can kind of see, I'm going to one side of the Norfolk and Western logo, then I flip my card and go to the other side. What this kind of does is it keeps you on one side of the lines. What that does is it helps you from kind of, the term I guess would be overspraying into your lines. That kind of keeps a nice, clean, sharp look, which of course, as I have said about 2 or 3 times, the Norfolk and Western logo has a very clean, sharp look. And what you should always kind of do, which I've said in several of these before, is that you want to put 2 coats of black on this. And 2 coats, kind of just like in house painting or anything else, gives everything a nice sharp shine. And basically, there you have it. There's the Norfolk and Western logo.